Ski resorts, emergency responders, and locals are bracing for what's expected to be the biggest snowstorm of the year so far in the Sierra.
KTVU's Ali Rasmus joins us live to explain the warnings coming from emergency officials and what drivers can do to avoid this.
Well, the number one thing I think the CHP will tell drivers to do is to avoid the area of Lake Tahoe, the Sierra, if at all possible. Don't try to drive because the conditions are already changing. A blizzard warning already in effect for the area of Lake Tahoe, south to Yosemite. Several feet of snow expected, anywhere from 8 to even 12 feet in some places over the next several days. Now, behind us is a live look at a Caltrans webcam. This is Highway 80 at Kingvale in the eastbound direction. You can see some big trucks there pulled over with their blinkers on. The CHP is enacting chain controls, especially for these large vehicles that are taking some of the supplies up to the Sierra. Earlier this morning around 7, you could still see part of the pavement, and there at Kingvale you can. Here's a picture of the village at Palisades. This was earlier this morning before that snow started to fall. But one thing people have noticed is how strong the winds are. You can note the camera there shaking a bit. A wind is coming in strong with this storm. Now, Palisades Mountain Operations Team reported this morning on social media they were already seeing wind gusts of up to 100 miles an hour at some of their peaks. Again, as much as 10 to 12 feet of snow expected during the next 72 hours. People who wanted to try and beat the storm left the Bay Area to head to the Sierra last night. Avid skiers and riders geared up and took some of their chances. The CHP and Tahoe locals, however, are expecting roadways in the region to be shut down for long stretches. They are urging people to stay home and avoid getting stuck or getting into a crash.
If you don't have to travel, don't. And I'm really going to be blunt when it comes to it. Your safety is number one. And if we cannot control the weather, which we cannot, it's one of those things where if you can control not being on the road and not being part of the problem, then definitely stay home.
We're preparing for power outages. With winds like this and that amount of snow, it's kind of a given that there are going to be challenges. I've actually got a few texts already from Spectrum, from Liberty saying prepare for power outages.
And on that note, people in the Lake Tahoe area, people who live there, people stocked up at grocery and hardware stores, preparing to have to possibly hunker down for several days, having enough supplies, water, food and other provisions. Now, some of the people at Tahoe resorts have already said that even if skiers and riders are able to get to one of their ski resorts, they will likely have to be cleaning up and clearing away all the snow before the resorts can even open. So it may not even be an option to ski, not even today. The wind conditions, the way they are right now, will likely close many of the lifts at those resorts. Gracias, Al and Andre. We'll send it back to you.